Brock, like many of your kind, you childishly view the state as some kind of boogeyman that's going to pop out from under your bed one night and eat your babies. As any rational man knows, the democratic state is simply an extension of the people. So therefore the people, i.e. yourself, should have no reason to fear the state, since you largely determine its actions. Of course, this is only if the state is in fact doing its job, which is to serve the best interests of the people and not any other entity, whether this entity be personal or corporate greed or some other body. One should fear the state when it stops serving the people and instead serves itself. But, frankly, I don't understand why the conservatives are so fidgety and terrified of the mere idea of universal health care, though in actuality Obama's plan is not universal health care, and Obama is no socialist. I think they are afraid of having their choices and freedom taken away from them, a certainly legitimate fear to have. So utterly afraid that the suggestion of anything socialist in nature rubs their feathers the wrong way and sends them into convulsions. But these fears are founded mostly on misconceptions of both Obama's plan and of the wider idea of socialism. Imagine instead a little menu, one with Obama's plan on it, and every other insurance option there too. Nobody's putting a gun to your head and saying, pick the government option. It's just that, an option. Now, if you say that this will eliminate competition and be detrimental to the health of capitalist system, then I'm afraid you're once again mistaken. Obama's plan is, and never was meant to be the best, most all-inclusive plan there is. It was simply to be an option for the poor and uninsured to have so that they would have something. And something's better than nothing, right? Naturally, there would be niches for the private companies to fill. Hopefully this might even make them step up their game and provide a better overall quality of care, which they haven't, as all the various horror stories would tell you. A similar system exists and functions well in the school system, where privately owned schools get by just fine despite competition from free public schools. Though the whole idea, of course, doesn't really work for education, and so the voucher system isn't exactly as sound as you claim it is. Explaining this would have thought would take around like 10 minutes time, which I unfortunately don't have. My goal is not to grow government. I feel that such a totalitarian state can only mean certain death for free people. Yet the voucher system you propose simply wouldn't work. Why? Well, tax credits only go so far, Brock. I'll explain. Imagine a cake. Your salary. Now the government obviously has to take some of this cake away in taxes. Let's say half, so it can fund the various things it does. Like, the keep you safe and stuff like that. The reason why the government can't just give back some of the cake is because it would be giving back money it doesn't really have. Money it needs to function properly. You can't really make a comparison between the school system here because the so-called voucher money would be the money it would spend on the student anyway. With insurance, the government doesn't already spend money on people's insurance, so it wouldn't be able to do the same things as it would with the public school system. Your cute little slippery slope argument is fallacious, as all slippery slope arguments are, because Obama is not telling you what insurance to pick. This is all mere misconception. Furthermore, what business is but a faceless bureaucracy, one which, unlike government, doesn't have your best interests at heart, but instead wishes to use you to further its own gain. As for why I trust the state, I know that I can influence the state actions if I want to. I am the state, unlike with private business.